What's really good? Today we're going to talk about your company motto, right? What it means, why you need to have one. If yours is get down or lay down, we've seen a few people mottos pop up. If yours is something like that, it's probably going to be rough getting clients unless you're in the security business. But why it's important to have a company motto and what it should do for your brand is something that's huge, right? A lot of times I've talked about value propositions and what you offer to a client. Your name should reflect your value proposition as well as your motto. And if you don't have a motto, you're probably not getting a lot of clients. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to hit that like button. Go ahead, hit that subscribe, follow the directions right there, and then we're going to roll these graphics and we're going to get right into it. Let's do it. Let's get this show on the road. We're going to make it short and sweet this week. I got to let you know my name is Ty Turner. I'm a former Army combat photographer and the owner of FlashFilm Media, which is a production company located here in Texas, one of Texas' most trusted production company. If you want to learn how to make your pictures better, if you want to learn how to get more cinematic shots and make your girlfriend look a little bit cuter on her pictures, this ain't the place. If you want to understand the business side, this is where you need to be. Let's talk about why your tagline, why your motto is so important, right? And I want to go over a few mottos that came up, which is company name, first class visuals. We make video production easy. I like that. There's a lot of people who say we don't have one yet, or how do we add a tag, or we shoot 4K, or video content that drives business growth. Tim, that's probably my favorite one so far. So let me tell you about my company and my motto, right? And there's a reason why my motto or my tagline is what it is. Again, I'm with FlashFilm Media, of course. We work with nothing but businesses, right? And our motto is discover new ways to increase client engagement using digital content designed to get results, right? Our motto is around creating content that's designed to get results. If you shorten it, it's creative media designed to get results. So why did I go with that? Why is that important? Why did I even mention that? Because listen, remember what I told you, when you work with businesses, they purchase based off logic. They don't purchase off emotional decisions. They're not doing this for a birthday party. They're not doing this because they would like to have memories. Companies that I work with, they're doing this to make a profit. They're trying to create content or purchase or bring on a company to create content that makes them a profit. So if the mindset is that we create content designed to get results, that puts us ahead of our competition that's just saying we're going to shoot pretty pictures. Who cares if it's pretty pictures if it does not get results? And if you have a brand that's built around getting clients results instead of pretty pictures, then they understand that you understand what business is all about. And it also reminds the client that we are the subject matter expert in creating content that gets results. That way I don't have to fight with a client about their idea of shooting one wide shot of a chair for 30 minutes, where we may have ideas to shoot something for 30 seconds or 60 seconds. We may have ideas that are designed around their end goal, which is to get results. Whenever a client speaks to you and they have pain points, the goal is to get results. And if you don't have a brand that's designed to do that, it's going to be very difficult selling value to a client. Clients will pay a lot of money to work with a company that provides results, not pretty pictures, not 4K, not 8K, not 12K. From Edifying Pursuit Media, always be ahead. Now make sure, depending on what your niche is, and I'm going to plug this all day, I'm going to punch you in the throat in this all day, because if you don't have a niche, this don't apply to you. You lost in the sauce. You got to go back 3 steps before we even have this conversation if you don't have a niche. If your company does not specialize in something, this conversation ain't for you. Go back to step 1. We shouldn't even be here. Because if you do everything, your motto doesn't matter because it's not valuable to anybody. If you do everything, you're Walmart. And Walmart specializes in cheap prices. Walmart's motto is the cheapest it can get. Everything about Walmart is cheap, from the customer service to the items you buy, period. And that's cool if you have $1 million and you can buy enough inventory where you can make profit on it, but it's not cool for me and you that's starting a small business and profit is important. We want every job to count, and you become profitable by building a brand that specializes in something for a particular type of client. And it's easier to market and find these clients when you know who your target audience is. If you have not taken that step, and a lot of people don't take that step, not because they don't know how, because the information is available, but because they're too lazy to take that step. It requires work for you to say, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on, and this is what I'm going to do. A lot of people are too lazy to do the research to realize that doing less will make you more. They are afraid of doing less because they don't understand business. Now, you can either be McDonald's or you can be that gourmet burger spot. McDonald's got to bring people in and out the door 24/7 to make a lot of money. That gourmet spot, they only need 6 tables. Now, if you're a small company, do you want to do customer service on 1,000 people a day or 12? So starting a company, you should be trying to hit as many home runs as possible. Let's talk about your model, right? You need to have it up front and center. It needs to be on everything, and your model needs to speak to your ideal client. If it does not, it is not a good model. The model is based on who your target audience is. Keep that in mind. It's based on who your target audience is. If you don't understand who your target audience is, your model is useless. Your model is just words that you think is dope. You think somebody gonna like. That's what you think. It needs to be your value proposition. And if it's not your value proposition, you're just making up stuff. That sounds cool to someone who is not educated in understanding what a model should do for your brand, but it's not real. When you start looking up company models or taglines or slogans, there is a lot to be learned when it comes to why they chose what they chose. It's kind of like logos, right? You can't just get a graphic designer to make you a logo. It don't work like that. You need somebody who understands business to create that logo for you. And if you don't, you're just going to have graphics. You're just going to have something somebody draw. Somebody drew you a cool logo, and now you're stuck with it. That don't work for me. I need to have somebody who understands my field, who understands business, to create me a logo. That works for me. The more you understand business, the more that will make sense to you. Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at FlashFilmAcademy.com. You can go to FlashFilmAcademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. Just, yeah, you know where to go. Right up in here, somewhere, wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.